Hello and a very good morning to all my viewers. We are into the fifth session of network analysis and synthesis. Till date, we have covered various topics from graph theory, like we have developed incidence matrix, tie-set matrix, and cut-set matrix, and we have also developed fundamental tie-set and cut-set matrix too. We have seen a few questions from various competitive exams. Today, I'll be teaching you KVL and KCL for graph theory, and I'll be driving a relationship between link current and branch current and node voltage with branch voltage. So let us just start the session. Now, before starting the session, there's a subscribe button given at the right side of your screen. Please do hit the subscribe button to get the latest notification of my upcoming videos. Now, let's start the session. As I've told you, I'll be telling you KVL and KCL in graph theory. KVL and KCL in graph theory. Now, to understand this, let me draw a graph first. And इसी ग्राफ को लेकर के बेटा हम स्टार्टिंग से चल रहे थे व्यूअर्स 1 2 3 4 and 5. Let's say we have 5 branches and I have assumed orientation as per my choice. Okay, this is the assumed orientation in the graph. Now let me write these 3 matrices first quickly, and then I'll tell you what are KVL and KCL in graph theory. So friends, I have developed complete incidence matrix, fundamental tie-set and fundamental cut-set matrix, and these 2 matrices are developed taking 2 3 4 branches as twigs of a tree. Okay, so I have selected 2 3 4 as a tree, and then I have developed these matrices. If you find any problem developing these matrices, do see my previous video lectures on F tie-sets and F cut-sets. I hope ये मैट्रिक्स सबने डेवलप कर ली होगी. Now let us just start one thing. Let me introduce a branch current vector. Now IB here is the currents that are flowing in various branches in your actual network. Okay. So there are 5 branches in the network. Then for these 5 branches, IB, your branch current vector, your branch current matrix is a B cross 1 vector with elements I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Now these currents are your branch currents. Similarly, let me introduce one more matrix, VB. This is your branch voltage vector. Now branch voltage vector is nothing but it is the potential difference across any branch in a given network. So here we have considered 5 branches, so therefore we will be having 5 elements in this matrix again. I hope you can write these matrix. So it is a 5 cross 1 matrix. Now see, first thing what I want to do is I want to multiply your AC matrix with IB, and then what we'll observe here is that it comes out to be equals to 0. You can do it by your own. Just see, I just want you to see the multiplication too of AC and IB. If I multiply this row with this column, what I'll get here is minus of I1 plus I2, and remaining other elements in the row are 0. Therefore multiplication में भी कुछ नहीं आएगा, तो पहली रो क्या बनेगी बेटा, minus of I1 plus I2. Now if we see, if we apply KCL at this node A, we can observe that minus of I1 plus I2 is equals to 0, and this is as per KCL. KCL at this node says sum of incoming current should be equals to sum of outgoing current. That means if I take current I1 as the current flowing in this branch and I2 be the current flowing in this branch of the network, then I1 should be equals to I2, or in other words I can say minus of I1 plus I2 is equals to 0. So first row multiplied with this column gives me KCL at node A. I hope I'm clear here. Now similarly, if you watch the multiplication of second row with this column, so we can observe here is minus of I2, minus of I3, minus of I4. Now see this node, at this node we have all the incoming currents. We can write I2 plus I3 plus I4 is equals to 0, or in other words minus of I2 plus I3 minus of I3 minus of I4 is equals to 0. So now the second row if multiplied with this column vector will give you KCL at this node. Likewise, the multiplication of third row with this column vector will give you KCL at node C, and multiplication of fourth row with this column vector will give you KCL at this node. So as per KCL, we know that all these elements should be equals to 0. The first is AC into IB is equals to 0, or we can also write A into IB is equals to 0. If you have used reduced incidence matrix, then again result should be same. सिर्फ आपका यही D अगर इसको reference लेकर के, then we have used these three nodes to develop a reduced incidence matrix. तो भी आपके जो A into IB multiply करने के बाद जो resultant vector आता, that would be having all the elements to be equals to 0 again. So A into IB is equals to 0. This is KCL in your graph theory method. Similarly, if you are going to multiply QF with IB again, then see what happens is, if you are multiplying this with this, so I'll get minus of I1 plus I2. Again it is KCL at node A. If I multiply this second row with this column, then I get I3 plus I5. So see KCL at this node. So this is KCL at that at node C. Now if we see this third row multiplied with this, so I get I1 plus I4 minus of I5. So this is nothing but it is KCL at node D. So again it is equals to 0, but it doesn't give you information of B node. So for complete KCL equations we'll be using AC into IB is equals to 0. Again QF into IB again is equals to 0. So I hope I'm clear to you. So this is what you are supposed to remember. A into IB is equals to 0 and QF into IB is equals to 0. Now next is, let us multiply this matrix BF matrix with VB. Now what we can observe here is, if we multiply this row with this column vector, what we'll get is V1 plus V2 minus of V4. So if we see any loop in this network, taking this loop in this network, what we can observe here is that V1 plus V2 minus of V4 is KVL in this loop. So V1 plus V2 minus of V4 is KVL in this loop, and as per KVL it should be equals to. So again what we can see here is, first row if multiplied with this column vector will give you a 0 element. Similarly, second row if multiplied with this gives you KVL in this branch or in this second loop. So again we can say that BF into VB is equals to 0, and this is KVL for graph theory. I hope I'm clear to you. Now we will write these matrices here. AC into IB is equals to 0, QF into IB is equals to 0, and BF into VB is equals to 0. These forms your KVL and KCL in the graph theory approach. Now again, taking the same graph, let us develop a relationship between see here, I want to have a relationship between link current and branch current. As we know that whenever in network analysis, if you are given a network, an electrical network, then definitely they are going to ask you to determine current through any branch of your circuit. So if you have knowledge of IL and a relationship between IL and VB, then definitely you can determine any branch current. Now this IL comes from loop analysis, which we later on will be seeing in the upcoming sessions. Now from loop analysis we can obtain IL matrix, and we need a relationship between IL and IB to get the branch currents. So for an example, you have a network through any resistor you are supposed to determine current, so you require branch current vector rather than loop current vector. Okay, so therefore this is one possible relationship which we require most, and another is relationship between node voltage variable and branch voltage variable. Always you will be asked to develop tell you potential drop across any branch element. This is usually asked in network analysis. No one is going to ask you node voltage at any node, because node voltage at any node is calculated taking any one node as the reference node. So it means that node voltage variable which you are going to get for a given network, it is not an actual value in the network, it is referred to some node. तो Vn ये हमारे पास आ जाता है फ्रॉम नोडल एनालिसिस, जो अभी हम आगे जो लेक्चर्स होंगे उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे. तो फ्रॉम दैट Vn we want to have a relationship between Vn and Vb so that we can determine Vb, branch voltage vector. So let me take a graph. Again, let me name the branches to 2, 3, 4. I'm taking 2, 3, 4 as my tree and 1 and 5 as links. So this forms your tree, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 5. This forms your co-tree. Now we know for a loop, for a fundamental tie set, the direction of fundamental tie set is same as the direction of link in the loop. The direction of this loop would be oriented in the same direction as that of your fifth branch, and similarly in this loop the direction should be clockwise. So in both the loops the direction is assumed it is to be taken as clockwise. Now let me say the current flowing in this loop is IL1, and similarly current flowing in this loop is IL2. So what I can say here is that I1, that is the current flowing in this branch, is equals to IL1. Since this branch is associated with this mesh only, therefore the current flowing in this branch is nothing but it is equals to the loop current. Similarly, I2 can be represented as IL1 again because it is in the same direction. I2 again is equals to IL1. It is not associated with second loop. This branch is associated with first loop only. Therefore, I'll say I2 is equals to IL1 only. Now, if we see I3, then I3 is associated with loop number 2 only. It is not associated with loop number 1. The current flowing in this branch is assumed to be in this direction from C to B, and the direction of our loop, F loop, is in the clockwise direction. So here the orientation of your loop current and your branch current is in the opposite direction. Therefore, I can write it as I3 is equals to minus of IL2. I hope I'm clear here. Similarly, I can write I4 to be equals to C branch I4th, which is connected between B and D. IL1 current is flowing in this direction. IL1 is in this direction and IL2 is in this direction. And in the branch itself, you have assumed the current to be flowing from D to B. So I can write I4 to be equals to IL2 minus of IL1, because I have assumed that current is flowing, your orientation says that current is flowing from D to B. So I have assumed IL to be greater than IL1. Similarly, I5 is equals to IL2 again. You can see the graph. You can derive these relationship between branch current and loop current. So writing these equations in matrix form, I can write it like this: I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5 to be equals to something multiplied with IL1 and IL2. So in loop current vector, we are having only two loop currents. So I'll write a 2 cross 1 matrix here. Now, first equation, it is I1 is equals to IL1. So I can also write it as 1 into IL1 plus 0 into IL2. I hope I'm clear here. So with 1, I'll multiply 1. With IL2, I'll multiply 0. तो पहली इक्वेशन बेटा इस तरीके से मिल जाती है, I1 is equals to this row multiplied with this column. तो it will give you IL1. तो हमारी जो इक्वेशन थी वो मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में इस तरीके से आ जाएगी. Similarly, let me develop the entire matrix for you. Now see, I have developed entire branch current in terms of loop current, and this is the matrix which relates your branch current vector with your loop current vector. अभी हमने इससे पहले ही डिफाइन किया था कि दिस इज योर ब्रांच करंट वेक्टर. ठीक, तो ब्रांच करंट वेक्टर अगर ये है एंड दिस इज योर लूप करंट वेक्टर, जो इन दोनों वेक्टर्स को रिलेट कर रही है, इस मैट्रिक्स को ऑब्जर्व करते हैं. इस मैट्रिक्स को देखें तो फर्स्ट कॉलम इज 1 1 minus 0 minus 1 0. सेकेंड रो या सेकेंड कॉलम इज 0 0 minus 1 1 1. इसी ग्राफ के लिए हमने 3 मैट्रिसेस पहले डेवलप करी है, ए सी बी एफ एंड क्यू एफ. अगर देखें कोई ऐसी रो, कोई ऐसी मैट्रिक्स है जो इस मैट्रिक्स की तरह है, तो we can observe here is that BF, if we take the transpose of this matrix, we'll get this matrix again. So this is nothing but it is BF transpose. I hope I'm clear here. So we'll write one more, we'll add one more relation here. First relation was AC into IB is equals to 0 or A into IB is equals to 0. Second relation, was QF into IB is equals to 0. Then BF into VB is equals to 0. This is KCL and KVL and the graph theory. We have derived one more relation now, that is IB is equals to BF transpose into IL. This in literature is somewhere known as loop transformation equation. In some books you will find it to be known as loop transformation equation. I hope I am clear. Now again let me take that very same graph. This was 2, 3, 4, 1 and 5, and the orientation was like this. Now I want to build a relation between VB and VN. Now what VN is the node voltages. So let me name the nodes A, B, C and D. Here we can skip information of any one node, taking it as the reference, and then we can develop relation for remaining nodes and branch currents, or we can, let me just take all the nodes first. So here if we see, then V1, that is the branch voltage across branch number 1, is the difference between these two node voltages, and if the direction of current flowing in branch number 1 is assumed to be flowing from D to A, then definitely with this assumption we can say VD is assumed to be at a higher potential than VA. Then only we can assume that current is flowing in this direction. So for this direction we can say V1 is equals to VD minus VA. I hope I'm clear here. Similarly, V2 is a branch connected between VB, A and B, and the potential difference across branch number 2 in terms of node voltage variable is VA minus VB. I have assumed that these nodes are at a potential VA, VB, VC and VD. Similarly, V3 is equals to VC minus VB, V4 is equals to VD minus VB, V5 is equals to VC minus VD. I hope you can write these equations. Now, if I want to write these equations in matrix form, I can write them like this: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 equals to something multiplied with these four nodes VA, VB, VC and VD. Now, seeing the first equation, V1 is VD minus of VA. I can write it like 1 into VD plus minus of 1 into VA plus 0 into VB plus 0 into VC. Now, here V1, a row multiplied with this column. So the row element should be, with VA the coefficient is minus of 1, VB and VC has a coefficient of 0 and VD is having a coefficient of 1. Now similarly you can develop the entire matrix. Now see this matrix here, and this is the matrix which we get, which relates your branch current vector with your node voltage vector. So let me see various matrices which we have developed for this given graph. We can see it is equals to AC transpose. I hope you can relate them here. The first branch is -1, first row is -1, 0, 0 and 1. Second row is 1, -1, 0, 0. So let's just see this matrix, AC matrix here. -1, 0, 0. Okay. Please correct this. This element is 1 because this branch is connected between A and D. So A is to be marked minus of 1 and D is to be marked plus of 1. So again, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, -1, 0, 0. So there is an interchange between a row and column. अगर उस मैट्रिक्स को देखें और इस मैट्रिक्स को देखें जो वहां अभी हमने डेवलप करी, तो इसमें और उसमें सिर्फ क्या डिफरेंस दिख रहा है कि जो उसकी रोज हैं वो इसके कॉलम बन गए. तो आई कैन से दैट VB is equals to AC transpose VN if Vn is your node voltage vector. So let me add one more relation here, that VB is equals to AC transpose Vn or A transpose Vn. If we have skipped one node information, then we'll be getting a reduced incidence matrix, and in the similar way we can omit, we can skip one node information, okay, treating it as a reference node. I hope it is clear to you, and this sometimes in various books you'll find it to be represented as node transformation equation. It is termed as node transformation equation, and this as loop transformation equation. I hope I'm clear, and this is all for today's session. In the next session we'll be relating various matrices, like we'll develop a relationship between incidence matrix and tie-set matrix, and similarly tie-set with cut-set. So this we are going to deal in the next session of our network analysis and synthesis. For today, it is, I want to add one more thing before ending up this session, that you will not find questions from the current topic and which I am going to deal in the next session in competitive exams, as when you are solving for nodal analysis or loop analysis, it is a very tedious and lengthy process. तो वो सब आपके कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में कम क्वेश्चंस देखे जाते हैं. सिर्फ अगर क्वेश्चंस आते हैं तो इस तरीके से आते हैं कि हाउ मेनी नोड पेयर इक्वेशंस आर देयर, ठीक, and somewhere you may find questions from the next session, like what is the relationship between A and BF matrix, मतलब ऑर्थोगोनैलिटी के ऊपर रिलेशन आते हैं. तो नेक्स्ट सेशन इज अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट for the university point of view, not for from the point of view of competitive exam. You may find a few questions, इक्के दुक्के कभी क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं, वैसे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते हैं. जो अब नेक्स्ट 2 सेशन हम पढ़ने वाले हैं ग्राफ थ्योरी के, उनसे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में क्वेश्चंस कम पूछे जाएंगे. लेकिन फॉर यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम्स, be it UTU or from UPTU, MMTU or GBTU, you will find many questions from loop and nodal analysis and graph theory. So let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Till then, enjoy learning and do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for joining MSD online classes.